Phil Mickelson claps back at Kevin Kisner over Scottie Scheffler comments. Golf drama. Something explosive is unfolding in the world of golf, and it's not just about what's happening on the greens. Phil Mickelson has fired back at Kevin Kisner after Kisner took a jab at Mickelson's prediction about Scottie Scheffler. But here's where it gets controversial. Kisner also pointed fingers at the USGA for how the Wyndham Clark Oakmont locker room drama became public, raising big questions about golf's locker room privacy and accountability. Wyndham Clark, who has been at the center of a storm following a locker room outburst at last month's US Open, has officially been banned from Oakmont Country Club. This punishment came after he damaged lockers, a behavior the club's president John Lynch described as unacceptable. Oakmont's decision, detailed in an email to Golf Digest, included strict terms Clark must meet for reinstatement, full payment for his damages, a significant donation to a charity chosen by the club's board, and completion of counseling or anger management programs. This multi-step approach shows how seriously clubs are taking such incidents, but it also begs the question, are these measures enough to prevent future outbursts? Despite the controversy surrounding the ban, Clark showed remarkable resilience, shooting an impressive 6 under par in the final round of the Open Championship at Royal Portrush. Finishing tied for fourth was his best major performance since his 2023 US Open victory, proving that personal setbacks don't necessarily derail on-course success. After the tournament, Clark spoke candidly, expressing remorse and emphasizing his commitment to resolving the situation quietly with Oakmont and the USGA. He said, "I'm doing all I can to remedy the situation. It's private now. I hope to move past this without ill feelings on either side." His humility and willingness to face consequences underscore the complex balance athletes must maintain between personal conduct and professional excellence. The controversy didn't stop there. During the Open, Golf Channel analyst Kevin Kisner made headlines for suggesting the USGA shares blame for how the locker room incident became public. Kisner pointed out the sacred nature of locker rooms in golf, emphasizing, "I'm not sure anyone handled this properly." Wyndham could have nipped this in the bud with an earlier or justified statement. Locker rooms are supposed to be private and sacred. It's puzzling how those photos got leaked, and the USGA can help control that. This sparks an intense debate. Should governing bodies like the USGA be responsible for maintaining privacy, and how do they handle internal issues without them spilling into the public sphere? Is it fair to place some blame on them, or does this signal a need for cultural change among players themselves? Switching gears but staying on hot topics, Golf Channel's Paul McGinley dropped a bold comparison that's already stirring discussions. Scottie Scheffler, after his dominant win at the Open Championship, is being touted as potentially the greatest competitor since Tiger Woods, and maybe even surpassing Tiger's legendary mental toughness and longevity. McGinley didn't hold back, saying, "The secret to Scheffler's success is his mental game. I have never seen a competitor as formidable as Tiger Woods until now." It's high praise, but Scheffler might prove to be even better and more consistent over time. This comparison is bound to spark debate among golf fans. Tiger Woods' legacy is unparalleled, but Scheffler's calm confidence and recent hot streak are hard to ignore. What makes Scheffler's rise so special, McGinley explains, is this delicate balance, loving the game and competition without letting it consume his entire life. Scheffler himself admitted he keeps golf important but not all-consuming, a mindset that keeps the joy alive and protects him from burnout, the so-called sweet spot of professional sports. Already boasting 4 major titles, Scheffler is just one major away from achieving the career Grand Slam, elevating his status among the sport's all-time greats. Can he maintain this pace? Will he truly challenge Tiger's records? Time will tell, and these questions add fuel to fiery conversations among experts and enthusiasts alike. And in a lighter yet no less revealing moment, the internet reminded us once more that the golf community can be brutally candid, especially on Reddit. A user named Whaleals proudly posted a photo of what he assumed was a clean, perfect strike with his new 7-iron, captioned, "First hit with a new 7-iron and I almost want to never hit it again." What followed was a wave of roasting from fellow r/golf members, with comments questioning why the ball mark looked dirty, accusing him of hitting it fat, meaning the club struck the ground before the ball, and even joking about goose droppings. One user wrote, "Did you hit a dog turd? Why is it so dirty?" While another bluntly stated, "You chunked the entire divot into that ball." Despite the humor, this episode highlights the tough love culture in online golf spaces. It's a reminder that sharing your shots means subjecting yourself to the community's ruthless eye. For beginners, this might feel harsh, but seasoned players often recognize the value in honest feedback, even if it stings. All this paints a vibrant picture of today's golf world, a place where fierce competition, personal challenges, grooming mental strength, and online interactions intertwine. And this is the part most people miss: golf isn't just about the swing. It's about managing emotions when the pressure peaks, navigating public perception, and mastering the mental game off the green. So, what do you think? Should the USGA be held accountable for the locker room leak? Does Scottie Scheffler really have what it takes to rival or surpass Tiger Woods? And how much tolerance should players have for criticism in the digital age? Jump into the comments and let us know, because this conversation is far from over. Phil Mickelson praises Scottie Scheffler after the Open Championship victory. Phil Mickelson's changing view of Scottie Scheffler after the Open is nothing short of fascinating. By Devlina Sarkar, Newsweek contributor. Phil Mickelson's attitude towards Scottie Scheffler has undergone a remarkable transformation that's capturing the attention of golf fans everywhere. What started earlier this year as a series of subtle digs aimed at the world number one player has now evolved into consistent praise from the six-time major champion. Mickelson, once skeptical, now openly acknowledges Scheffler's exceptional talent and achievements, and this shift is more than just a simple change of heart. The tension between the two first surfaced back in January. At that time, Scheffler was recovering from a palm injury sustained during last year's Christmas dinner, which affected his early season performance. After a rough start marked by 5 consecutive tournaments without a win, questions about his form began to swirl. It was then that Mickelson made a bold prediction, suggesting Scheffler wouldn't secure a victory in 2025 before the Ryder Cup. This comment sparked quite a bit of buzz and set the stage for a compelling rivalry. But here's where it gets interesting: Scheffler flipped the script in May by clinching the PGA Championship at Quail Hollow. Mickelson, who missed the cut that week, was quick to admit his earlier prediction had missed the mark and publicly congratulated Scheffler on his triumph. This moment marked the beginning of a noticeable softening in Mickelson's tone toward the young star. Fast forward to this past Sunday, and Scheffler added yet another major title to his growing list of accomplishments by winning the Open Championship at Royal Portrush. He finished with an impressive score of 17 under par, 4 shots ahead of runner-up Harris English, and a full 11 strokes ahead of Mickelson, who tied for 56th place. This victory was particularly significant because it gave Scheffler 3 out of the 4 titles needed for a career Grand Slam, the only one left being the US Open. Shortly after Scheffler's win, Mickelson once again showed respect, posting on X, formerly Twitter, "Congrats to Scottie Scheffler on another impressive victory. So many iron shots were amazing, and what a putting performance." This public acknowledgement from Mickelson highlights just how much his perspective has shifted over the course of the season. Interestingly, this post came just after fellow golfer Kevin Kisner revived Mickelson's early season prediction about Scheffler's winless streak. Instead of avoiding the topic, Mickelson responded with a detailed message, showing a willingness to engage openly with the narrative that had once been a point of contention. Looking ahead, Mickelson, now 55, is preparing to compete next at the LIV Golf UK event, scheduled to take place at the JCB Golf and Country Club from Friday through Sunday. It will be intriguing to see how his evolving relationship with Scheffler influences his mindset and performance moving forward. And this is the part most people miss: Mickelson's journey from skepticism to respect raises important questions about how sports rivalries evolve and how public figures manage their opinions in the spotlight. Is Mickelson's change of heart genuine, or is it a strategic move in the complex world of professional golf? What do you think? Share your thoughts below. Do you believe Mickelson's praise is heartfelt, or is there more beneath the surface? For more golf updates, check out our latest on Rory McIlroy's strong finish at the Open and his upcoming European vacation plans.